TerraSpaces. Hello and welcome to The Ether. Today is Saturday, December 17th, 2022. Today on The Ether, part 2 of the 2-part RAC FM special episode, HuaHua, Degen Game, and Honorary Council drop. Let's take a listen.
Mol, can I ask you though, it's especially like since like the Angel Spaces, like the collabs have been taken off, the integration, Tank was up earlier talking about like when he talked about the Finneki whitelist and stuff, and he's like, wow, I've never dealt with like people like this before, like just so fucking quick, so professional, mate. Tank was up here, Bbandz, earlier. Bbandz, are you there? Or are you babysitting still?
No, I'm here. I'm gambling. I'm on the Juno. I'm on the Chihuahua chain here, using my spins.
Your woman's fucking DJ. What?
It's
Your woman's DJ. Wait a minute. What about Sabrestein? Sabrestein, are you still there, darling? Where's your woman, Sabrestein? She was ready for the Degen. Maybe she just fell asleep.
No, I heard. Were you guys talking about Tank coming on the spaces?
No. Yeah, talking about RAC and just the interaction with like the Finneki whitelist. Like he's like, fucking hell, dude, I've never seen it. Like these guys just move at like ridiculous like speed, no? It's just nice to hear it. It's nice to hear like other projects and other people like saying, yeah, the fucking RAC guys are like really good because, Mol, you know, I'm trying to remove the chip on my shoulder, Mol, that we've had for months, and I do need to do it, right? Like, we're phase 2, but Mol, you know how much shit we went through in the early days. How many people know the shit we've been through, Mol, to get here, to get recognition and validation?
Yeah, I feel like we always took it like on the good side. I mean, I just remember at the very beginning when we launched like our first website, it was shit. Like we know when we fuck up and when it's ugly and stuff like that. So even if someone comes up and be like, "Oh, your website is shit," yeah, we already know. We're trying to improve it. It's because we don't have time and stuff like that. I feel like that's what helped a lot. But at the very beginning, man, people were treating us like shit, man. But like that's part of the game. You have to take it on the good side, man.
Do you know what's really impressive, Mol? And Chris, I'll bring you up in a second, bro. 1 second. What's really impressive, or not impressive, but just a fact of life, is that when I, myself and Dicky met Signal here in Bangkok, he was like, that was one of the things he talked about. He's like, dude, like, fucking hell, we felt like pretty shit, like that. Like you guys put that PR request in, that was like 36 days unanswered, and then like we put one in and like got answered straight away. Like that put us in a position, like, dude, like other projects face to face in the same room, and sitting across the table from me, saying like, yeah, dude, we felt really shit for you. Like that was uncalled for. Like anyone that knows anything about RAC's history, anyway, not to dwell on any negative points, because I'll tell you something. The most important person in Juno. And going to be one of the biggest voices in the entire Cosmos eco soon. Jake, like, loves Racøøn, and that's all that matters, is that your man validates us as being the best community. Chris, have you got a question there? Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, I wish I knew more about RAC when it first came out. I was pretty new to the crypto space when it came out, so I didn't get involved because I was just like really skeptical of a lot of things. But there was a lot of shit talked about you guys, and I just think it's funny because it's like, look at all the products and airdrops that happened around where you guys are that aren't even here anymore, and you guys are still throwing out Raccoon.bet with HuaHua, and now you have a Chihuahua race, and you're talking about another project you're doing next year in 2023. Like, it's impressive. I give you props and respect for that.
Thanks a lot, man. It means really a lot because. And it's one of these things that actually happened like during the summer this year. A lot of people came up to us and they were like, yeah, we're sorry to have treated you like shit. It's like, you never know, man. It's hard to trust people on the internet, and people sometimes will come with an airdrop and be like, "Oh, we're going to deliver this and that," but what's the percentage of people that are actually going to do it? It's so hard, and plus we're not Dutch, so I mean we had to build our trust, and I think so far it's going well.
Bro, can you believe? Wait a minute, we've got HR in today, man. We've got HR in here, and he's fucking ops manager as well, dude. Can you believe that Medium article that I dared pumped out at the Pico fucking bottom of raccoons? You could buy a raccoon for $70. The day I penned and released, and I was banned as well. I had to get other people to share for me because I was fucking banned again. That was bad as well. I wrote it because I was fucking banned. I was like really pissed off. Mo, can you believe, mate? I penned that Medium at like the ultimate like Pico bottom of like $70 fucking. Imagine Robo like it's a 12-minute read or something, isn't it? 12-13-minute read. It's like there's a few words in there. Like what, 2K words or something, a bit more. Mate, I love it. Mo, we've worked so fucking hard to get here. Mate, I'm going to revel in everything that's to come. Just so you know this, right, boss, right? Listen, mate, there's more successful we get. Speaking to Ollie about their funding from a fucking L1, Kudos got loads of money. People don't even know, man. Your man's dropping in me space in Gains of Spaces today, where I was up with your man co-hosting, and we're talking about fucking. Do you realise, people, man, where this is going? If we can get in touch with Celestia, Mo, what's going to happen with Celestia? They've got loads of money. They've got fucking. Oh, he's banned.
Okay, so is the game live on Chihuahua, the fetching your bone and stuff like that? Or it's not live yet, just minting of the NFT?
Live yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I was just looking for it. I was like, I want to play. But
yeah, that's the sad part about it. You cannot play right now because the reason why we made it this way is we want to make sure that like all the HuaHua that we're getting, like the majority of it, like 75% of it is going into the game pool. And basically we made the calculation that you cannot end up at the end of the game and not be able to trade your bone for the HuaHua. We just wanted to make sure like you cannot get like without like your hands empty. So that's the only reason why we did it that way.
A cut-off switch.
Yeah.
It's a cut-off switch, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
These are Bbandz, you know, bands.
They did a bait switch on me. They baited me and they switched.
Bbandz.
I'm all excited and shit, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this today. Tricked my ass.
Bbandz. Mo, where are the end goals of like a probability like games of chance, etc. with blockchain? Like, where do you see this? Like, Mo, is it like just an open-ended book that will never end, or what? You fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, probability-wise, that's what I'm gonna say. Like 99% of people are just not gonna care about what I'm gonna say, but like all the game of chance and stuff work on the blockchain as of now. It's called a uniform distribution. It's like a probability stuff. You don't have to care about it. But it's basically, let's say for the dice, the 100-sided dice, you have the same probability of getting like the number 35 or the number 97. So it's the same probability. But the one thing we want to explore is like if you want to make like different games where you have actually more chances in these regions to win and stuff like that, you have to explore a bit deeper in probabilities where you use other functions. Like I'm going a bit too deep, but I think if we can reach that goal, man, it's going to be like people will be able to use our probability function to make their games because it's not only going to be like random numbers. It's basically you can decide a bit on the randomness differently. It's a bit complex. I don't want to like mislead people, but that would be a big achievement.
Dude, what are you talking about? Complex, man. This is the fucking language we talk, man. This is how we are. I've brought the dogs in on the plastic bottles already. Dude, sorry. Dude, this is how you educate like the masses. Like this is how everybody like improves their game. Mol, what we're doing right now, can I be very clear, like just so everyone understands, what's happening with Racøøn.bet and what we're saying. This is like nowhere near the end goal or the end target. I mean, you and I have spoken at length, right, on a conversation, right, a few times. about like the end goal. Like we're nowhere near the end of raccoons. Like the targets that you guys have, like what you want to do on the blockchain. Like you want to have some fun, right? You want to build like crazy shit now. I know you do.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal. We want to mix like fun and degen stuff, but also kind of serious stuff. Because sometimes like treating game, it's kind of fun because there's serious probability stuff, but like we do crypto like for sure.
So talk to me about an oracle. Talk to me about an oracle. Because kudos we're talking today about oracles. Like,
I'm gonna ask you a question. If you had the choice between actually have an oracle or let's say have some randomness or crypto prices like on Kujira, because on Kujira you can just basically the validator just bring some crypto prices. But crypto prices is basically like it's like an oracle, but it's the validator that actually brings it on chain. Man, I think that's the best way to actually bring an oracle, but that's just my opinion.
Well, that's something. I mean, I did want to mention like Kujira, but to be fair, given the current climate, I mean, I was kind of like going to hold back on that, but you mentioned it. Obviously, we shut Yaman up very quickly last weekend. That needed to be done. If anybody knows, that's what you call an intervention. Moving on from that, though, dude, Kujira. Now, I know we stalled a little bit, but then I know they got back in contact. I don't know why they got back in contact with you all of a sudden. Is anything happening over there, bro? Is anything? Can I ask you that? They might not want to reveal anything, but is anything happening over on Kujira with you guys or not?
No, basically, like I think last week or the other week before that, I think it's last week, they basically reached out to us. So maybe it's because you guys had a space with them and they decided to reach out to us. But like our last question was like, is this a dead island or something like that? But just give me a sec. I think there's someone at the door.
Okay, bro. I appreciate the answer. Wait a minute. We have an honored guest. He's one of my best friends. I actually love this guy. Finneki. Or Finneki, is it Finneki or Finneki? And I don't know the pronunciation of this one. Hello, sir.
GM, everyone. Finneki Mordecai here. I just wanted to come congratulate our homie Bbandz Jo for getting himself one of them sweet little rackies. And I was curious, I wanted to ask, because I forget, is this the kind of gang that how do we jump him in? Is this the beating or the fucking kind? Because I need to know, like, what shirt to wear.
Wait a minute. Can I just say it?
The netted shirt, the see-through netted shirt.
Okay, say less, fam. I got you.
Okay.
Assless chaps, too. Don't forget.
Oh, I never forget my assless chaps, ever.
I must say, I messaged Bbandz Jo earlier, and I was like, dude, like, this is going to go on chain. Like, so... Like, with the fin accessory or without the fin accessory? Dude, I had to ask Bbandz Jo. He's like, oh, I'm going to have to think about this for a minute.
Shit, yeah. Don't be jumping into no conclusions or fast. You got to, like, really think that through because that's forever. Like, there's only one way out, and that's in a box. So keep that in mind.
I said, what goes on the blockchain stays on the blockchain. He's like, oh, I need to fucking procrastinate for the next 24 hours. Finn, mate. Hey, man, tell him to fuck off. We made these dogs with these bottles, man. Sorry. For fuck's sake, man. Where? I didn't even know where these bottles come from. These dogs can, like, I'm sure they pull them out the sleeve like a wizard. Finn, anyway. Finn, we're having fun. We're having a joke. It's it's nearly Christmas, bro. We're at the bottom of the bear market. Have you got a dog? Have you got a dog, Finn? I know you like it.
Oh, no. I have a 6-year-old. That's more than enough. I grew up with dogs.
He's talking from the Chihuahua. He's talking from the Chihuahua, man.
Oh, no.
I just got one. Listen, don't you guys dare take... I want to rename mine to Rambo. So
he knows what it is. He knows what I'm on about.
So nobody can have the name Rambo. I'm just letting you know.
Wait a minute, you can rename your dog. Are you shitting me or not?
I was trying to. It said rename, so I clicked on it, rename, but like the contract is not completed or something, so maybe it'll be working later. Well,
I'm naming mine Hambone then.
I'm gonna, if I get one, I'll name mine Flocky because this reminds me of Flocky before the terror crash.
Yo, sorry guys. Yeah, it's snowing outside, and like an idiot, man, I left my window open, so there's a lot of snow in the car now. But I'm back.
Oh, what, dude? Wait a minute. It's snowing, and you left your fucking window open, and now the snow's in the car. Oh,
Yeah.
You know what that means? That means some point last night he was a little wasted, had to roll that window down to get a little fresh air in, and managed to not roll that shit back up by the time he got home.
You know what? That's actually what happened. So I'm so stupid, man.
I feel your pain.
Oh my fucking God, Jesus Christ. It's the worst thing in the world, isn't it? When like you leave like your front door open or something and you wake up in the morning, you go downstairs and your front door's like wide open. And the minute you see the door open, you start like looking around in case anyone's behind you. Like what the fuck happened there? Like, Finn, what's happening? I thought you were going to Dacian straight into the dog. Like, I'm hosting this shit. You're sitting back in the hammock recording it. Dude, you not got a dog, no? Very surprised, Finn. At you.
There's a lot of things about me that would surprise you, but yeah, there's a wallet can only hold so much shit, and this wallet's pretty full right now of shit. So dude, I gotta cycle out some shit, bring in some new shit. We'll see what happens.
I heard the conversation at the beginning. Oh my God!
No, I actually interrupted y'all during the Kujira thing. I was kind of curious myself. What y'all were talking about. Did the source get opened up?
Seems a little bit slow right now. Kujira seems a little bit slow. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Right, maybe just messing around over there, playing around a little bit. I think we're going to get people who are going to pay RAC money to play around. Is the next stage, Finn. I think that's where we're at right now. Is like, okay, we'll come and fuck around with your project, but you're going to have to pay us first. Do you understand?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you don't get pen testing for free. I mean, if you want me to tell you about your flash loan exploits, like, you got to pay for that shit. Otherwise, shit's just going to get exploited. You fix it afterwards. Exactly. That's just business.
Exactly.
You know what would be funny, man? Is that it's actually you that leverage this exploit and you just tell us on space, man.
Oh, I know.
Mal, the best thing
not lost on me.
Mal, the best thing was today, like, your mum was like, oh, we'd love your devs to come and like fuck around and mess around with our, and I was like, yeah, we would too, but the fucking, the cost, they're paid by the hour. Go on, Mal, run free. Run wild, brother. Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's like getting a lawyer and you got him on this fat retainer, and then you head out to the strip club and you see his ass there. It's like, I'm not paying you to do this. Like, fucking get back to work. Like, it's exactly. You can't fuck around and find out. We got work to do.
Exactly. Finn, did you see what I tagged you in earlier? Did you see that from Brendan? Yeah,
I did. Did you see my snooty reply about getting the AI to do it instead?
I did, and I like this. I like your play. Dude, you know something? This is a conversation that's getting quite serious. I mean, it's not for this like time. RAC's come in, very grateful of their time, because, they've got a life as well. But this conversation's getting to a level that where it's going to have to be taken like extremely serious very soon. And that's why at the beginning of the spaces today, I picked up on Don's accusation of Highlander being a white label. Now, I'm going to run a back turbo, and I'm going to see if I can get Don on, if I can get your man on at the same time as well. But there are some questions that's going to need to be asked, Finn. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I mean, that's just as far as him, like, spinning up validators on the behalf of others, or his being one that was spun up from somebody else? Like, is he white labeling, or is he the white label?
Don made some big accusations on that spaces, so I listened, I replayed, I made sure I replayed the important parts several times. What I heard on that spaces has got me like, really? Okay, I didn't know about this shit. Is any of this shit true? Let's find out if it is or not. Like, can we have some people like speak up in public?
I mean, it makes sense, and I don't know for certain because obviously I'm not a validator. I've been asked several times if I was going to start up a validator like pre-crash, and I kind of was like, I didn't think anything of it at the time, but like now that discussion that happened yesterday, it's like, oh, I wonder if that's why they wanted like just another like yes vote of delegates or whatever, you know. But yeah, it's an interesting thing because you have people you trust to keep the chain rolling and keep it running. But if they're the only ones spinning up validators, then I mean, that's not really decentralized. You could put any influencer's face and name on it. It doesn't make it any different. You know, it's still a notional validator or an ONI or, you know, whoever.
That's why. Don made accusations against Oni, didn't he? And the foundation.
And Don, you gotta.
Is Don connecting dots or what? Is Don connecting dots here or what?
I'm super weary about anything like that because he's like half of the shit's jokey joke, half of it's trolling. Like you never know what's real, but it is an interesting thread to kind of follow and see if there's anything there. But I wouldn't like go all in just based off of him talking some shit the other night. Dude was asking for $5 so he didn't have to SDs outside like for fucking crack money like an hour before that. So, you know, I mean, take it worth a grain of salt.
No, Dom was asking some like questions about like Oni, and he said like, look, hey, they came from Terra, they got this foundation delegation. Pepe, yeah, we need to bring some people up. Pepe?
No, I just was going to add in, I mean, there's difference between like having a white label. It's like, yeah, you can have a white label. Like we're technically using somebody else to manage our infrastructure because like I'm busy and I don't have a good setup for it. And I don't want to like, I don't have the right experience for it. So we're using another like a well-established validator service to manage ours. But they're
Oh, he's getting rugged. I hope your internet service is better than your validator.
Wait. I was about to ask him though about the voting power.
Hold on.
Obviously the vote. Oh, you're back, Pepe. Yeah, Pepe. I was going to ask. The only thing that people care about with this, I think, is the voting power.
Well, so
as long as the voting power is under your control, that's it.
We have a UI to manage our votes. So like the infrastructure isn't necessarily like managed by ours, you know, like there's a team of technical people who are managing it. They have like round the clock, you know, experience with this and technicians for this, but the voting power remains with us. We have a user interface to manage that, the votes.
But that's not to say that it couldn't come down to where they were like, hey, there's going to be a prop coming up. We need you to vote this way on it. And if you don't, like, we're cutting your validator off. I think that's like one of the concerns. Well, not saying that that's happening.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, no, I hear what you're saying. I mean, I made it very clear with them, like ours is a community-run validator. Like, it's not even about my opinion. Like, I'm opening polls on all of these for like our community to provide input, and we'll vote in the direction of the input from the community. I'm not going to take any shit from them. There's other people who could do this, and I think it would be reputationally very bad for them to do something like that. And I would not shy away from like, you know, I would be screenshotting if they dared to do that. I would be screenshotting and sharing out loud every last little bit of that to the community, and everybody would know.
I love Pepe.
Everybody would know.
And I know.
Reputationally, that would be sad for them.
Oh, I know, dude. I know you're golden. Wait, I've talked to Pepe, like on a personal level, about like his adventures from like Terra over to Juno. We've talked at great length, and like your man is fucking golden, like absolutely golden. Finn, I'm sucking these PFPs. I'm looking at Bbandzo's PFP. Finn, on.
I have to drop off, guys. I was getting a phone call. That's why I got rugged. So I got to take that phone call now.
All right. Have a good one, man. Appreciate the insight for sure.
Take care, son. Take care.
And yeah, before I hopped in, I put mine on. I had to put my honorary on because I saw you were honoring Bbandz Jo's new honorary. But you got to click the name to see it. Same as this.
Yeah,
I like that we're both
switched. The honorary has arrived. Look at them Bbandzo's PFP, man.
Wait, Brasco on the easy. Brasco, you and were easy with. Finn was a nightmare. No, Brasco, I'm just trying to say about these honoraries. Like, wait. I sent Gaines. Like, I was like, Gaines, have you seen this shit, right? I said, like, the Rama and that, right? I'm like, have you seen this, like, for Brasco, this, like, lightning electric shit, right? And they were like, that's Brasco all over. Like, because of your choice of, like, racks previously and the stuff of, like, seeing you, like, put up, you know? And then, like, literally, honestly, Finn, the conversation about Finn, to decide upon the right fucking fit for you took about like 5 days, dude, in fucking DMs. I was sick of me fucking life. Never mind, we got there though. We got there.
I can see that. I am a picky bitch when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm not wearing it if it doesn't say Chanel or something on it, You know why? No, X-size. Like, we couldn't get an X-size. Like, we had like ops of X-size, but we couldn't get one that was going to fit. And it was all about like the argument was about like, but Finn's whole thing is about X-size. Like literally, dude, I'm not shitting you. That was the conversation. Anyway, you're privy to the conversations now. Yeah, even about AmanDAO and his volcano. That isn't it a volcano? AmanDAO's PFP. Fucking Jesus, that's lit, Brasco. It's a nice PFP, that isn't it? Fucking Jesus, look at that.
So do I keep the pendant or what?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you mint Finn on your chain forever on the blockchain.
Yeah.
I think you
that's
do.
That's kind of what I'm leaning towards too.
See, I've got Rama. Oh, not this PFP, but me proper one that's on the tablet and stuff, like the screensaver. I've got Rama's PFP on my chain, on me personal devices, like the lock screen and shit. Rat knows what I'm talking about, dude. There's nobody got that on chain yet. AmanDAO, you're the first. Yeah, go for it, brother. Rack'll do it.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. Finn's been a good motivator for my art as well, so that's a big part of getting me to this honorary in the first place, right?
He's been your biggest supporter, AmanDAO. He's been your biggest supporter, dude. This is a bit of a brotherly love moment. Finneki, Finneki, what is it again? Is it? I like Sajoshi, Nakamozo, the second J silent better. I rehearsed that shit. You know.
Well, I thought we were done with the clown market, but it seems, nay, we are not. So Sajoshi Nakamozo may end up coming back. He is still running around Telegram. I kept it on there.
But I've got 80 fucking V3s, too, that have been rugged. I've got like 80 V3s. I think I've been fucking rugged. They cost me like, what? I don't know how much, 100 odd bucks or something. I'm a rugged Finn.
So you can't buy bone.
Good.
I tried to buy a bone. I'm just saying, because I'm trying to rename my dog and I'm having issues. Sorry, I know we're not talking about that. My bad.
No, complain, Bbandz. Complain, HR's here. But Bbandz, get up, Finn. Tell Bbandz, HR's on the fucking phone here, will ya? She doesn't realise. She can complain all she wants.
Oh, yeah. No, we're taking notes. Our operators are standing by 24/7, much like the validator developers. We're round the clock. You got a complaint, we'll make sure it gets logged.
Mol, your woman can't buy. What are you trying to buy? Bbandz? I haven't even opened the laptop yet. I'll have to go and fucking do.
I'm trying to buy bone so that I can rename my Chihuahua, and it keeps saying like fail to transact, and I thought I could use the Chihuahua.
Have you got gas?
Yeah.
Have you got gas?
Yeah, I can try it, but it was working. Let me try. But yeah, you're supposed to be able to buy, like, it's going to cost you 100 bone and you can rename it. But you were not able to buy some bone?
No, I say like, okay, I want to buy 100 bone. I'm going to click buy some bone. I click buy bone. It says Chihuahua that raccoon bet says error, query failed, 6 RPC error, unknown, destination, map, cannot marshal, etc., etc.
PC, where's Zap? Get Zap on the fucking phone, Mom.
Will you read that error back to us? We're gonna need the whole error and the hash.
Can you
I was going to, but then I lost my spot where I was, so I just stopped.
Can you imagine the level of piss taking? Like, who drops games like this? Like, can anyone tell me, like this is fucking hilarious, isn't it? Mo, it's not your job, your back end. Have you got your man on the front end? Get this.
Yeah, I'm gonna write to him and see what happened. But yeah, it was working.
We're gonna need you to just go straight direct through the contract. You're gonna go ahead and just skip the interface. I'm gonna give you some commands to type in, and we'll get you sorted straight away. Also, I just want to say, like, the amount of camaraderie in the Trash Panda group is just mind blowing. Like, I don't know another group that circle jerks each other off so much that they're wearing pendants of each other's faces on their shit. That shit I love that shit so much.
That sounded like you were getting a bit salty there. That sounded like you were a bit upset.
No, it's funny because everybody's groups are like, oh, we're like the tightest group. And it's like, no, dog, you don't have pendants of each other on your fucking shit. Yeah, no, not salty at all. I just think it's funny.
Wait, imagine if he puts that on chain. The first, like, come on, Finn. That would be a claim to fame. If that was me and I was on like Rama's chain or something, like I'd be like, well, I was. The first ever like version of this, like, Gaines did it like when I got banned. When I got banned, and he turned the photos around the Robo on the mountain.
That shit ended up on like a milk carton, on a pendant, on a shirt, on a flag. Like, that shit was everywhere. I love it. You know what would have been the play though is to put your face on all of them and then charge them 200 bone to change the pendant picture. That's what I would.
You know what, Finn? I can't believe, right, that you've got like Necromancer in the castle, and I bet you any money, like right now, Necromancer is claim he's trying to collect bone. Right.
Like, I just want to change my name. God damn it! I gotta go through.
I
I
want to do it before somebody goes and names their dog Rambo. I'm gonna be pissed.
Is anybody?
Yeah, I just tried Bbandz, and are you using, like, the only place it's not working on mobile is if you have Kepler on mobile. They still have issues with gas. But if you're on a laptop...
Oh, no, I'm on Kepler. I'm on Kepler on my computer. Maybe I should uninstall the Chihuahua chain and then put it back on there, like exit out and reinstall it.
That fixes...
It's supposed to be working. I just tried it. I can send over 100 bone if you want to try it. But
sometimes, though, if like the updates are pushed, like we've had to do that on a few chains where you got to go into Kepler, hit the X to remove it, and then reload the page, and then reapprove it, and then it'll work. But I don't know if that's the same stitch that's happening here, but that might fix it.
What people are missing, though, people are missing the fact that, like, this is like launching live while the devs are online, having a conversation like with the community. Very, very rarely will you actually like see, unless it's like one of those like YouTube things where they do like the chain launch or something, and they're like, right, commence chain or whatever. Very rarely, Bbandz, Finn, will you get people like Mo just like coming on, like, right, dudes, we're dropping this, like, bang, there you go. And then the community's got like instant feedback. Mo, we've learned this, that the instant feedback is the most important thing, right?
Well, I think the most rare part about it is most devs don't have such a soft-spoken demeanor and such a mastery of vocabulary as our dev here does. And so that's why you have the dev's dev, usually the one that talks to the community, but not here. You can talk straight to the dude that's doing the coding, and he actually will talk to you like a human, not like a brick wall, which is cool.
Exactly. And we talked about earlier about the official like Racøøn account. Always like just being uber professional, you know, whatever's happening, whatever shit they're getting, like they just remain like a cut above like the rest. So accounts like me can go fucking wild, Finn. Like accounts like me can just be unbridled. Nah, we can fucking do what we want.
Well, yeah, I mean, Robo can get banned all day. That don't matter. But if the Racøøn account gets banned, like now we have a problem. People got to start saying we rugged them and this and that, and it's a whole thing. I don't even got time to deal with.
Dude, if I get banned, there's always Pikey Rack. There's always your man Pikey Rack. Do you like that? Actually, that's quite an appropriate phrase, actually, considering we've got the dog game. I don't even know if they did it like in honor of myself. No. The dog game, I mean, it might not be about the dog chain. It might be about Robo. Have you thought about that thing? The dogs are just...
It's crossed my mind. It's crossed my mind. I try not to read into too deep to too much of this stuff, just because I know a lot of it's very ephemeral and fleeting. But some stuff is here to stay. And the fact that racks are still here, even after getting flash loaned, even though I have to click twice.
The fact that I fucking caravan got a fucking whales. Yeah, man.
So what's a girl got to do to get a bone, man? This shit's still not working.
Give the girl a bone, dog. Shit. Give her a bone. Let's go.
Wait a minute. I'm glad you didn't use the D. I'm glad you didn't use the D there. Eh? This is a family-friendly show, fans.
The D?
Yeah, I would have had to edit that out. I have the censored beep at the ready.
Thank God. Mo, your woman can't buy bone. Mate, can't devs fucking fix her? Can't devs do something?
we cannot do it because we've just been flash loan on the NFT, man.
You got to click it twice, and then it'll rename it. You have to reveal.
Oh, Bbandz, what have you walked into? You wanted to co-host a Racøøn space? You're welcome, Bbandz.
That's awesome. I actually just came in to congratulate Bbandz Jo. I got to get back to some editing. When you end this, I'll get it captured and archived in the queue. But I have some other shit to get posted. But you guys have a good day.
Finn, you're always welcome. You know how it works.
Much love, y'all.
Yeah, thanks, man.
He's hilarious. Right, can we get some questions from the audience? We've got Brasco, we've got AmanDAO, we've got Chris. I'll invite whomever up. Has anyone got any questions for Racøøn while they're up?
You guys have probably already covered this, but the reveal for the dogs, is that kind of like how the barns were, or is there any advantage to not revealing?
There's no advantage to basically on reveal, but yeah, it's a bit similar because like how the flash loan works is it would be able to see before you actually receive the NFT in your wallet what the NFT was minted. So it's the same thing as the slot and stuff. But yeah, I know that 2 transactions suck, to be honest, but working on it to be 1 transaction pretty soon.
But Mol, can we extend on it? Can you just clarify who reached out to you over the 2 transaction situation after the flash loan? Have you got any like core devs that have reached out to you?
Not really, not that I remember of.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I thought you'd spoken to a couple of people. No, about the block time, or sorry, about the situation with the blocks and the 2 transactions.
Yeah.
But you reached out to people, or people reached out to you. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to go in. It's a bit technical, but yeah, let's talk about it. So there's a difference between like when you send an NFT or a token, it's gonna like you can see your wallet. That's when you send, your wallet's gonna receive. So it's gonna be a state where you receive the token. And basically, how a flash loan works is that it can see that you're gonna receive some token. So that's where the exploit happens. But you can do something different that the flash loan cannot see, is basically send a message. So let's say I can tell you're going to get that NFT for sure, but the flash loan is not able to see it because he's not able to see it. It's just a message and it's not a state. And that's what we're going to leverage. But yeah, we spoke with Reese that spoke with Jake, and we just confirmed that this is possible and you cannot like leverage this information for flash loan.
Okay, bro, I just wanted to establish that like some core developers have taken interest in what happened, and that the flash loan exploit that happened on Racøøn, I just wanted to like make sure that it has some like relevance in the bigger picture. In regards to that, there are some like core people or about to be core people who have taken like, okay, this has happened, let's look at it, let's investigate. I just wanted to like get a baseline, you know, bro. You know what I mean, Rack. He knows. Right. Mol, Bbandz, are you having any more problems? Or are you okay? You're gonna make me put
I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I can't figure what I'm doing wrong, but I don't know. I guess no bone for me.
That's kind of weird. I just sent you DM. You can just send me your address. Anyway, 100 bone is like 100 HuaHua, which is like 1 cent. Just send me your address, so at least you can try if the rename works. Because it's not working. It's kind of weird. Because we tried on mobile and on the laptop, and it was working.
Yeah, I just tried to
I'll
work.
just send you the error too, just in case so maybe you can tell me from that. It says RPC error code, so that usually has to do with the chain or the address for the chain goes. But I keep uninstalling it and putting the new one, using the Raccoon bet to put Chihuahua back onto my wallet, and it's not working. But yeah, interesting. I'll take the bone. Hold on, I'll send you my.
Was that who was going to speak there? Was that AmanDAO? AmanDAO, you're on it, yeah?
Oh yeah, I just said that I got some and it worked for me fine.
So what the heck is going on?
I don't know.
It's like that thing, Bbandz. It's like what Tan was talking about earlier with the situation with the castle and like a dog. How like some people have got no problem adding the chain through like Omniflakes, but then like other people, I think Chris got involved earlier, where it's like some people it's no problem, and then for some people it's a giga problem. Sounds like something similar. Like I don't know, is Kepler having problems, Mo? I mean, we know the plebs, but
yeah, there was something with the HuaHua, but the error that Bbandz sent me, I never saw this error before. It's kind of weird. So I'm gonna definitely look into it. Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, on HuaHua there were some issues when they implemented like the burn mechanism for each transaction. But now it's supposed to be fixed on a laptop, but on mobile there's sometimes some issues still.
Mo, quick question. I know it's a bit of a pivot. While people are like figuring out what's going on, and it's working for some, not others. AmanDAO's probably going to have some fun. Dude, this 2 transaction situation, how earlier in the space, as I said, like we're probably like about like 10 working days away from a solution. Can you give the audience an update regarding the 2 transaction situation?
Yeah, so basically, if at some point you play the dice into this HuaHua game, basically you can play like a dice with some bone, but how it works is going to be the same way that's going to work for the other game. So basically what you can do is to send any transaction, you're going to see what's your outcome of the dice and stuff like that, and at the end, you can just claim all your rewards. So that way there's only one transaction when you play, and then at the end you just claim your rewards, and that's it.
Do you know what, Mo? What was really like interesting today with their kudos was when we talked about the block time and about their block time being 6 seconds. But they said like how much like computing power could RAC use in that 6 seconds to do what they want to do. Oh, dude, I was listening today. I was like, I smell an opportunity here, like, dude. Yeah, I shouldn't derail the spaces. Bbandz, are you okay now or not? She's gone quiet,
Oh no, yeah, it's still not working for me, but that's okay. I just don't want anybody to take the name, that's all. I think it's a cool name.
Well, if anyone takes Rambo, I'll kill them. How about that?
I just tried to rename my Chihuahua.
I just took it there. It's over. Robo, come get it.
Where's Marty? Marty, was that you there? You what, Marty?
I just renamed my Chihuahua to Rambo and it worked.
Oh,
you dog, you dirty dog. You dirty dog. Ugh.
I'm joking, Bbandz. I wouldn't do that to you. I'm just
It'd have been funny though. I would have laughed, but it's not that funny. No, I'm just playing.
Imagine the smell if anyone took Rambo. Like the entire community would just like shun you like a fucking, wouldn't it? Like you've got the Black Plague or something, like, like that shit that like ulcers grew on your face and exploded in public in front of people from the medieval ages. Like literally, like you'd be doomed to like hell for eternity, wouldn't you? Anyone here listening? You dare name your fucking dog Rambo. Don't join my fucking spaces in the future. Telling you, you pleb cunts. I'll kill you. Is that okay, Bbandz? Did I tell everyone?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. We will find you. Yes, it's all good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wait, AmanDAO. Don't tell me AmanDAO's going for the Rambo name just to instigate him.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Mate, this is so Bbandz, you can rename your dog, yeah? We know.
I just got some bone. I'm going to try to rename it. Let's see if it'll work now. I'm going to refresh. It should show that I have some bone.
Oh, your man sent it. Mol, did you send some bone?
Oh, yes. It's showing that I got bone now.
He's a nice guy, isn't he?
My goodness.
When
yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. Is it okay if I ask Mo a couple questions while he's still up here?
Go to town. Go to town. Money, what you asking for when you play, man? I just ask him.
I don't want to interrupt the show. You're the star, you know.
I was gonna say, Marty, before you go to the questions, you know your NFT is not in the honorary yet, so you know, man. We're kind of sad about it, but the question will be to you before, like, where would you like to see the honorary collection be? On which chain would you prefer?
Oh, I don't mind at all, man. Surprised me. That was my last question, just to bug you. I'm not trying to pull your leg on that one. It's all good, man. I know you're busy with more important things. My Hall of Fame edition, whatever chain it'll be on, will happen one day, and there's bigger fish to fry before that, so it's all good. I don't mind at all. I actually had a couple questions. That was one of them, but I have another one for you if you don't mind. I'm curious, just because it's been a while since the Racøøn.bet's been open since the hack, and kudos to you guys for working to get it back up and running. And I was just curious, is there any update on the social aspect for the platform? Are we going to get a troll box anytime soon so we can talk shit while we gamble?
Yeah, that question is to Zabdas. So I poked them last week, I think, something about that, because there was other people asking, like, when can we chat? When can we say stuff on the app? So I don't have a clear answer, but I've been poking him for like twice now in the past week. So yeah, I don't have a clear answer when it's gonna happen, to be honest.
No worries, just curious. And I also wanted to know, I know this was discussed in a previous Spaces or possibly a previous article that was written. I know you guys wanted to add more of like audio experience to Racøøn.bet, and I was just curious if there was any things being worked on that will be released in the future. Like, I think it would be really cool if there was some sort of music playlist. I don't know if it has to be holiday oriented or not, but it just kind of gives more of like that reason to go back, or like, I don't know, audio really elevates shit, whether it's music or sounds when you're playing, whether you win or lose. You know, I remember us joking, this is probably from a Spaces a month ago, of like, when you lose, somebody saying like you're a fucking whatever. I don't know, Robo's the best with those jokes, you know what I mean? And then when you win, it's just like, I think it would just add a lot more like entertainment while you play, more of a reason to come back.
The voice chat, Marty, you know? The live voice chat is what you like. More as in the live like voice chat, so we can like DJ at the same time and talk to each other. Isn't that like a feature you guys have been like really focused on from day one? Is that right? Yeah, Marty, great question.
It's one of these things we really want to like add to the platform, because like Marty said, I feel like sometimes the blockchain, like block time is slow and stuff. So we really need to focus on like improving the user experience. So as of now, there's actually like sounds when you play on the slot. There's like background sound. If you go in the settings on top right, you can enable these sounds. But there was some soundtrack I was looking into. Like, I think there were two ones that were more like jazzy stuff when you get onto the website that we need to add them to. But I totally agree, Marty. I feel like we need to focus a bit more on this user experience, because yeah, it's very important. It's just we didn't have that much time, and with the exploit, everything got like delayed by like 2 weeks. But it's on a.
We know, bro. Yeah, we know. We listen. The hardships that you faced. I mean, for us that have been there from the beginning. The flash loan was like the culmination of the entire thing. Dude, Mol, you know, this is why I try to like get these spaces on the go, try to like bare our souls, be very open, very honest. That has been a feature from like day one. I know you guys have been massive on. which is why I'm really glad like Marty like brought it up and extended it. Having that social interaction more, like I'm not going to say creating a social network, but eventually Raccoon's going to morph into a kind of like a social network, and whether we like integrate the spaces, like into like when people like playing the games, etc. Dude, the opportunities are endless more with blockchain. I mean, I know you're a big believer in blockchain. You're really keen with like, oh, what can be done on chain. That's what came out today with their Kudos, is about like what they're trying to do like on chain, as opposed to like handing off to like Web 2, the Web 2 arena. Mole, everything's about on chain, isn't it? And it's about the here and the now and the moment. Oh, am I wrong?
No, I think you're right. That was the spirit from the start, let's say. But like these things, because I'm pretty sure if it would be a bit more people on this project who will already have these features. But man, I feel like it makes a big difference. Let's say you go on the platform and you're able to go in a chat or even a voice chat. And then when we have like these PvP games, you can just chat with the other person. Like it adds a new dimension. And I feel like this is very important, but it's only a matter of time. I just wish we had like infinite money to basically implement everything that we want to implement.
Well, that's what we're going to do, dude. I'm going to get you a fucking runway. If I die, like trying to get you a runway, I'm going to die happy. That's about the top and bottom model of what it is right now. I swear to God, I don't care where the money comes from. Like, we need to get you funding very quickly. If anyone understands, guys, like, oh man, we've talked about this before, myself and Rama, about how blessed we are, and Rama's talked at great length about like that, guys. You don't get devs on a discount like this, yeah. People need to wake up anyway. Mol, that is the conversation we'll take offline in regards to what's coming up soon. Mol, I'm not going to keep you on too long. I'm hoping Bbandz, you woman.
Yes, I'm still here. Yeah, man.
Right. How you doing? Darling? Are you playing your game? Are you fetching or what? Give us a status.
I can't play the game. It's not live. Yeah, but I did get a bone, and I did change Rambo. I changed his name, so his name is Rambo, so I don't have to worry about Martin going in there, in the sly and renaming his dog.
I just named mine Rambo Second Blood.
Second Blood.
Mo, you've already got this shit going on, dude. We've got Rambo Second Blood. Wait, is that a fact?
Which dog did you get?
No,
I
don't
like a street dog.
Right now. I'm naming mine right now, but I'm definitely going to name it that just so I can run against you.
Watch it, do it, and then yours is like the guard dog. It's like the higher echelon. Because I got a street dog. All I got is Rambo, but you got Rambo Second Blood.
Get it done. Do it, dude. For the culture. Hey, Bbandz, is this like what you call having fun at the bottom of the bear market? Like, it's Christmas. And it's terrible. We're having fun, aren't we? Aren't we laughing?
Have fun, man. If I go and try to look at my portfolio or make anything happen, I just get let down. So fuck it. I'm just gonna come over here, learn some new stuff, and laugh with you guys, because that's not letting me down.
I fucking deleted my P&L in fucking April, mate. Seriously, I don't even give a fuck about investments anymore. Like I've give up. Like, I just know I've got a nice little stash of racks, and I keep turning like some other shit into some other racks there. But I just love the fact that, like, when you're having so much fun, when so many people are stressed and like having like with crypto, people are going through a bad time. Mol knows themselves, like they've been hit for fun. Mol, is it soothing, Mol, for like us guys or the community or whatever, like to get you guys through like the bottom of this shit? Are you guys having fun, Mol? Because we need you to have fun, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason we're still here. Like, imagine like you build let's say you start a project like 1-2 months ago, and it's more of a serious project and not really related to NFTs and stuff like that. I feel like it's so much difficult. Like, I feel like when you get an NFT community and people that just surrounding you and having fun makes a big difference. So that's for sure, man. I'm having fun, and it would be so much harder if you guys weren't there.
Imagine the smell. Imagine the fucking smell of all these projects that are like, literally might be going through difficulties, but they're like, let it get to them. Like, can you imagine? We got exploited, dude, and we just like fucking laughed, dude. Like, we didn't even break stride. In fact, we got better. We got stronger. Like, Mol, I'm so impressed with like.
Yo, bird. I got a guard dog.
You know that you get so much more ball because of that, right? You just because you're a guard dog. Just want you to know that.
I'm definitely naming him Rainbow Second Blood now, just because he's a guard dog.
Guard dog. Yeah.
I'm telling you, when you get a house dog and a guard dog, it's almost 100% sure you're going to be in profit. But if you get a street dog, you have to figure out like when you're going to sell your bone for HuaHua to actually be in profit. It's a bit trickier. But when you get these other two, it's a bit easier, let's say.
So in other words, you're not going to get anywhere unless you keep minting and try to get a house or a guard dog. Or if you re-roll your dog, maybe you'll be lucky. Damn it.
No, but remember, like, if you're, like, for sure when you get a street dog, you don't have to forget that you need to play fetch to get your ball. But if you wait on the right moment to actually sell your bone for the HuaHua, because the max exchange rate is going to be one bone for 1.8 HuaHua. So that's where you're going to make profit. But I'm very curious, like, how people are going to approach that. Because when you get a guard dog, you get more ball and then more bones. Or are you going to sell at the beginning, or you're actually going to wait to the end? Because if everyone waits, it's like the ratio is not going to change. So I'm very curious of this aspect of the game.
Are you going to be able to bet on the Chihuahua races, like horse races?
I wish, man. But nah, you
be
can
so
bet on
cool.
That'd be kind of cool if that can be implemented sometime in the future.
It could be for season 2, let's say. We could have like a race, because this race is only going to last for like a day. But if we have another race where it lasts, let's say, a couple of days, and you can improve your dog, let's say boost it, so it has more strength and speed, and then you can bet on those. Like, this is the reason why everyone needs to give their feedback. So I'm going to write this down, because we want every time we release a new season, it's going to be like better. So I'm going to write that down.
Did you all listen?
Yeah. I think even like the possibility, and I know this is stupid or maybe a silly idea, but with all the rapping at Cosmoverse, if there was ever live chat implemented, imagine if we started getting people in for rap battles and people could bet on the winner, and then there's like a vote at the end. That'd be fucking sick. To open the idea of gambling possibilities and other avenues too. You know?
I love the sound of it, Marty. I love the sound of absolutely everything. Like, literally.
Dog fights? Oof. What if the dogs can fight each other and we bet on
I don't know if anyone knows, Pikey's will bet on anything. Like, literally, if there's a bet to be made, like if anyone's played like Wally, anyone played Wally when you were a kid? I don't know if you play that in America. Like, you'll play fucking any fucking thing, man. You'll gamble on, honestly. Dude, you'd gamble on what fucking fly would like fly off the fucking window, like the first, like anything can be fucking gambled upon, can't it?
Do you ever gamble on the cockfights in Thailand, Robo? No,
mate, I fucking hate it, actually. The cockfighting turns me right off, like I don't know what it is. Any kind of like thing that pits one animal against another that has like a human like a contract essentially like in place, like I fucking dude, I can't go there, like disgusts me, like please I like people like Marty, you know what I mean? I'd rather people fight because they've been
I totally
made a decision like I mate, but it happens. I mean, there's 2 guys down the road, mate, that's got like the fighting cocks and that. I know where that happened. I've fucking been and seen it. It's fucking awful. Like, it's really fucking not good. The cockfighting is fucking much worse than other shit I've seen. Like, anyway, dude, RAC, I know you're not here for long, dude. You've got your weekend. I want you to go and enjoy yourself, right? There's Rekt Vee. Now, I've spoken to the Rekt gang, and I know that like it's kind of like not affiliated, but is affiliated with them. It's like their dev guy that's gone off and done his own thing. Rack, do you know anything about Rekt Vee launching on Kujira? I mean, I was vocal at the time. Okay.
No, basically no information regarding this. Like the only thing we heard is when we spoke with the Kujira team, they were like, yeah, we're gonna have like some bets. But I'm very curious to see like how they will implement it. Because at the end of the day, you need an oracle to make this happen. Because who's gonna say that this bet is actually right? Like who won and stuff like that. So are they gonna rely on validators, on an oracle, or just purely rely on the fact that people that enters the information is actually correct? So it's a tricky one. I'm curious to see how they're gonna implement it.
And that's why RAC devs are some of the best in the eco. Hey, listen, everyone. Mol, I'm going to end the spaces like soon, dude. You know why? I'm going to have like a bite to eat. I'm actually going to make a sandwich. I'm feeling right now, dude, really happy. Like we started this like spaces like 2 hours before you came in. I just like the whole thing was about AmanDAO's honorary drop. I feel right now, honestly, truthfully, yeah, I feel as if I'm like just part of this like insane movement. And it's a movement of change. It's a movement of exploration. It's a movement like the racks, and this is no shit, dude, for everyone listening or anyone listening like the recording, yeah. Like what you're witnessing right now is the like a crypto version of like what we've all like thought crypto is, right? Where the devs like, you know, if the project goes to shit or whatever, they're just gonna rug you and fuck off and do something else, right? Sorry guys, these guys, and Mola really mean this, right? Especially, this is probably like the way that I've been thinking since the exploit, right? And the fact that like the devs like just stood up immediately, I fucking mean immediately they got hacked. The devs were like, that's on us. Immediately. There was no crying, was there? There was no fucking bitching. Right? There was no pussying like around or like, no, there was none of that. Like the devs went, hey, like I was in the DMs and I'm like, dude, man, don't beat yourself up. And they're like, Robo, shut the fuck up. Like we're not, like we've left ourselves open. It's as simple as that. We wrote the code. Code is law. Simple fact of life. And I think that has endeared the entire community far more than probably RAC can understand. And this is something I'm quite proud of, actually. Like, not proud of me or whatever, like, or what we've done, the community, but like just them to stand up and like be like, nah, dude, like, sorry, like, say nice things about us all you want, but like, we fucked up. Like, to have people be that open and honest in this industry right now with what we face is incredible. And Mol, I want to commend you, mind, the level of integrity that you guys show is Winston, will you fucking... Oh, guys, he's on the fucking frog again, man. What time is it? He's gone to bed. Winston, will you fuck off the frog? Every time I'm trying to make a speech, the kid's eating frogs, man. Does me head right in. They'll poison... Winston, man. Right, sorry. Get back to business. What I've seen in the last 3 weeks is a small, very small group of people hold themselves accountable that you don't see in the industry. And for me, I don't believe this kid. I'm going to have to go. Amanda's come up. AmanDAO is going to speak before we go. What I've seen in the last few weeks, to me, is what I've never witnessed in blockchain. And I've never come across such integrity, credibility, and they just keep earning it every day. And more, before your woman AmanDAO comes in, she got rugged. Oh, she got rugged. Before your woman Amanda comes in, Mo, I just want to say thank you for teaching me a bit of a lesson, making me be like grounded. I know I'm a cunt still, obviously. I call out plebs all day long, but that's my job. Dude, I want to thank you, Mo, for just showing me like how people can conduct themselves in this industry. And I think you're a shining fucking example, Mo, you and Zap, of what can be achieved on a shoestring budget with an extremely small team. And mate, I just want to add to that, Mo, Merry Christmas, bro. I love you to bits, right?
Man, when you make these speeches, I feel like a bit emotional because I'm not the biggest emotional person, but like receiving a speech from anyone, like someone tells you something, you just gotta listen to them and just appreciate what they're telling you, because it's hard to actually accept when someone tells you, yeah, you did great or you did like shit, but you have to accept it the same way, because even if you did something like, let's say the exploit happened, like you have to take it the same way and just like be logical about it. I don't know. I don't know how to mention this, but I wanted to say something like it would have been very different if the exploit would have touched people's money. Like this would have been like a very big fiasco, a very big problem. And that's one of the reasons why we're always trying to find a way that our contract and us don't take your money like in our contract and just handle it. Because it's your money and we just want to make sure no one can touch it. But yeah, I feel like when people get exploited and they have people's money, man, that must be so rough. Like, how can you sleep at night? It's very difficult. But yeah, thanks for the words. Man. I feel like what I really like about the community and stuff is everyone is on the same level. Like, I don't feel like there's like someone that's leading the community or anything. I feel like everyone is on the same level. Everyone just have their things to say, and I don't know, it feels amazing. It's different than when you work in a company and then you have a boss. I feel like when we're on spaces and when everyone just speaks, everyone is on the same level. There's no boss. It's refreshing, let's say.
Well, we leave no man or woman behind, as we've said several times. However, the integrity or level of is what kudos. We're basically like saying today, like, wow, guys, this is like new information. Like we're so like, this is endearing us. Like, to you, like, will your guys come and like test our contracts? So yeah, Mo, that's the state we're at. Is that newly launching? I mean, they obviously had an ERC20 token for quite a while. That's how they did the original fundraise, etc. It's no different to with Cash or several others who did like the launch, right, dude? This is why like L1s are like, we'd love Racøøn to come along and test our contracts out. So yeah, Mo, we'll finish up. I mean, I'd hoped AmanDAO was going to come up and say something. She did. AmanDAO, what's happening, darling? If anyone's going to come up and be a ray of light, a golden sunshine, it's going to be a woman, isn't it? Oh, she's white black heart. AmanDAO got a black heart. Anyway, wait, is she up?
Yep.
Hey.
Hello,
can you
darling.
Guys hear me?
How are you? Oh, perfect.
Okay. I'm currently on chihuahua.raccoon.bet, just checking out the sanctuary right now.
Oh, you love it, don't you?
I do.
She loves it.
And it's one thing we forgot to mention. We're going to take 1% and make a donation with it. So we'll see how much we can raise from that. So definitely going to use Angel Alliance again.
Oh, we're always going to do, Amanda, you can always guarantee Raccoons are going to do the right thing, can't you?
I can. Yeah, you guys are awesome. An awesome group of people. I mean, raccoons. Sorry.
Well, when people can hold themselves accountable as a group and not take it as like an offensive like attack and piss off somewhere else, when you can like be, critical and objective about your own people, it makes a big difference, Amanda. It actually does. Like, you feel comfortable, don't you? You're like, oh, these people, it's like being open and honest. That counts for a lot, darling.
No, it does. It does. How you guys have had this space going for a while. I've popped in and out all morning, but what are you guys ending the space now, or what's going on?
Well, we've had quite a few people Your woman Bbandz has been like babysitting. She's been a bit of a fucking pleb co-host, to be honest, Amanda.
Oh,
I haven't been.
Yeah. Is that so, Robo? Why don't you tell me how much of a pleb co-host I am right quick?
Sounds like Bbandz is eating a sandwich.
No.
You made a sandwich. You made a sandwich, Bbandz.
No, I'm actually having a pork rind real quick. I like pork rinds. It's my guilty pleasure.
Interesting.
I need it. You know. The minute you mentioned sandwich, I'm like, right. What's your bread? Like that's all I need to know is like your bread level. Like simple as fuck. Like don't come to me with fucking shit bread, man. I'm not happy about this, Amanda.
What would you consider unshit bread?
Oh, at least 3/4 of an inch thick. And you need if you don't put that fucking bread in that toaster, man, if you're making a sandwich with fucking bread that can soak up that juice, like Amanda.
Wait, what juice are you talking about?
Oh, the juice of the sandwich, man. The juice of your lips, man, when you bite into that motherfucker. Like, see?
I thought you were talking about sub sauce or something, or like sub dressing.
Home pleb got it the other day. Home pleb had like lightly toasted, like 1 inch thick fucking wholemeal. Yeah, man had his foundation laid right out on the table. I like that whole. He's filling he's filling got a 6, but his bread got an 8.
Yo, but it was homemade bread, so that at least is an extra point.
Is she making bread for him? I'm surprised after his antics, fucking smoking bongs on fucking Spaces Live. Anyway, how did we get here, Amanda?
I don't know. You were talking about like soaking up liquid for a sandwich. I was really confused because my sandwiches are not sloppy.
You just need some good Italian bread if you got a liquid, because if you get some good Italian bread that has a nice crust, and then you get the bread on the inside, it just soaks up all the liquid, and then you can eat everything.
Are you Joe's younger brother? Is Chris Joe's younger brother? I think this is what's happening to me. Like, I think we don't even know, right? I think we got separated at birth or something.
Joe just lives in the state north of me, so we got like the same kind of food interests. So, and so does Bbandz. Bbandz lives north of Joe, way north of Joe. So we're all on kind of the same East Coast line.
I watched like 100 of these YouTube videos of like these people eating like sandwiches, like in New York. Is New York like the fucking sandwich fucking capital of the world or something? Sure, I'm going to end this business now. But is it? Wait, AmanDAO knows what's happening. Amanda,
it is. It is.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
How much?
You want a Reuben? You want a Reuben? You go down to Florida.
Oh fuck, a Reuben.
Oh. Wait, what's wrong with a Reuben?
A Reuben in Florida? Hold on, AmanDAO. Did you just say a Reuben from Florida? I'm shocked.
Listen, you guys got to go to like the like shit. What's the name of it?
Wait, the New Yorkers are disgusted Amanda right now. The New Yorkers are like, when you're talking about your motherfucker, like.
No, honestly though, I feel like the best pastrami sandwiches and come out from New Jersey. Like, and I'm just saying that just because I really good pastrami sandwich is delicious, but maybe I'm wrong. Chris, what do you think?
We got some good things near us.
Nah, you get that corned beef in that sandwich. You know corned beef, no? Get that corned beef in that sandwich, man, with those onions, those caramelized motherfuckers. Oh, now you're talking.
You want to know the last time I had a pastrami sandwich? Like, literally?
Half an hour ago?
No.
Half an hour.
What do you... Oh, stop. I eat every 20 minutes. No, I'm just playing. It has literally been, since I had a pastrami sandwich, probably like 5 years.
Wow.
Listen, going back to Florida.
No, let her finish. Let AmanDAO finish her sword tale of delicious pastrami sandwiches from Florida. Oh, that looks good.
Look at the nest. That's Pat's Belly, Robo. That's a Reuben and a pastrami in New York.
No, but okay, so like there's a place in Florida, it's called Ybor City, and it's like Little Columbia, and freaking amazing food. So you guys can research that a little bit later.
Well, you said Colombia, so I love Colombian style food. So all right.
Yep. Check out Ybor City, YBOR.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man's posting pictures. He thinks I'm looking at the fucking sandwich.
Yeah, I didn't see the sandwich first either. I was like, what sandwich?
Yeah, no one's looking at that sandwich.
No, she's not the sandwich. It's next to her. The sandwiches are next to her, guys.
Mine.
Thanks for clarifying that.
I have to say that's the place. Wait, what the fuck is that bread? Wait a minute. Look at the bread. Like, dude.
What's your deal with the bread? Like the bread is not the best part of a sandwich.
That's right.
Excuse me. Wow. Goodness me, you Americans are fucked up. Like, your priorities are fucking backwards. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, is that the respect you fucking give your bread? Wow. Fucking giga plebs.
Listen, there's a reason why.
Amanda, there's no excuse for that.
No, but literally, who wants to eat like 4 inches of bread? That's disgusting.
No. What the fuck is that on that picture? Who put Chris? Is that you? I put shared by Chris. Chris, is that you?
Yeah, bro. That's a really popular deli. They sell a lot of those sandwiches, like in New York. Like that. I'm telling you, it's not about the bread with that sandwich.
Imagine that's your Tinder date, and you roll into the restaurant and just sitting there with fucking bread. Like, I mean, dude, the filling. Don't get me wrong.
Listen,
I'm impressed.
No, that bread is not. That bread is pretty thick. I would say that's well over a half an inch thick.
That looks fucking shit. I mean, look at the whiteness.
Mute him. Someone mute him.
Look at the white. Mute me. I'm the fucking horse woman. Look at the white. That is like, that's Johnny Cash fucking white shit, that, man. That's like the whitest thing I've ever seen in my life, man. That's some country and western white shit that's going on right there. Like, that hasn't even got a hint of a fucking grain or a fucking... What is that?
That looks like sourdough bread or what's the other one? It's probably sourdough, to be honest.
Nah, that's World War II. That's World War II bread. That. Do you know World War II when they had their rations? You know rations, no? They used to ration their food. When some of you fucking... Oh, there's cunts in the frogs again, man.
Are these frogs not good for them? Like can he can't eat them? Like they would hurt his tummy, or like?
Right.
He might just need a snack. He is a wild. I mean, he's an.
There's no this. I fed him tuna steak earlier. Wait till me, get the fuck out of the fucking. Man, I'm not kidding you, man. He can't leave them alone. Anyway, there's some shit in Thailand that's okay, and then there's shit in Thailand he shouldn't fuck around with. And I try to teach him what's what. It's these little like frogs, like the Amazonian, you know, the fucking poison arrow fucking shit like frogs. But it's not a frog. It's a toad. I'm lying here when I say it's a frog. It's a toad. So there's like toads that are all right, and then there's these toads that he shouldn't be fucking going after, and he keeps going after the fucking toad all the time. Sorry. I'm not a very professional host at like 2 a.m. Sorry,
I'm
boss.
sorry. It's my fault because I'm such a bad co-host. I can't rein you in. My bad.
Well, I don't have to delete spaces anymore, Bbandz, do I not? I don't have to get them wiped from the archive, Reese's server archive, no? Never mind. That's another conversation, another day. AmanDAO. I'm so happy you popped in. You popped in earlier, but then you couldn't speak and you left. And I'm like, oh, where's AmanDAO? I need some AmanDAO.
I missed you guys. I like just, you're like my fam. And I love just like popping in and hearing your voices and seeing who's talking. And I was just hanging out with my daughter this morning. I introduced her to the Land Before Time movie because she's obsessed with dinosaurs. So we were having some cuddle time.
Are you gonna?
I'm sorry, Robo. Chris was saying something.
Oh, sorry.
I said, so you crushed her and showed her what loss is, because that movie just like tore me up as a kid.
The first movie, like all the parents die. The T-Rex like eats everything, and she's just sitting there like, oh yeah, normal day.
Amanda, I was just about to ask the current game, the Racøøn game with HuaHua.
Yeah.
What a time that will be to get your child interested in blockchain. Will be playing fetch every day, right?
I know, that'd be cool. I should get her an NFT for Christmas.
Oh, there we go. Rack.
She actually
opportunity.
She actually does know about NFTs because she asks me to see my rack. So she's like, "Where's your raccoon, mommy?"
So why can't you go? I mean, like, I'm asking as an interested party here, guys. Like, would the game Mole might be like Mole? Would this be like a good time to get your kid into NFTs or like gaming, like blockchain? No.
I would say, I feel like the image of the NFT is gonna be a bit more friendly and like it's a bit like a cartoon thing. But the thing is, it's gonna be a bit tricky when you actually play the game. But the NFT itself, I think, is gonna be a really nice image.
No, it's super cute. I'm trying to see how many I want. But no, she helps me like when I do my stash of the day every morning, I mint my NFT and then she comes over and she helps me like because you can click on the diamond and see how many whatever it is, stash diamonds that you get, how many points, gems. Yeah. So she's like presses the diamond. It's like, it's fun. Like she gets to participate. So I don't know. I think they're never too young, right?
How cool is that? How cool is that? The first thing I did when I ever got into crypto, literally the first thing I did was like my Matic was like 7 cents. Was I just fill up my nephew's wallet? Like, I mean, when was he born? 2018, January 2018 or something. When did I get into like crypto like properly? End of 2020, beginning of 2021. Like literally, the first thing I did was like fill my nephew, my only nephew, by the way, like a wallet like full of like Harmony. I mean, some didn't work out so well, like ETC at like $8 and stuff. Like I was like, I get this kid a wallet. Like you've got to have your Amanda. Has your kid got a wallet? Have you got a wallet for your kid or what? Probably not. I don't know.
I don't. But it wouldn't be too hard to spin one up.
I just did like a little trust wallet and just like got like send me like me brother, right? What's the addresses? Like, come on, get this set up, yeah. Put like about $600 in. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna fucking leave it. But then I decided like that, like, okay, I'm gonna pay for his university education with Juno. I mean, it's not working out too well right now, but hopefully in the future that might change.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I love that. My brother-in-law is doing that currently for my daughter. So she's got a wallet, but he's in custody of it right now. So, but that's really awesome.
It is. Guys, I am going to end because honestly, God, I swear to God, I'm tired. We did the space today. Gaines dragged me in when I just woke up. Like it was like 3.5 hours or something. We had your man from Kudos come in. Like I had a pitch. Like I just got up, man. I was hungover, Mol. I apologize, dude. I was like fucking not the best, but I did a good job. Hopefully, Mol, coming out of this like Christmas period, we've got this like nice little 10 days with the HuaHua. We should see some relative like pull on racks. The future, Mol, before I end, the future's rosy now. I'm fucking so bullish, me, Mol, on the raccoon eco, dude.
So this is really off the subject, and I'm just curious because I keep seeing people post it, and I just want to know where I can go to find this out. But they have this like Twitter thing, and it shows like who visits your page the most. Is that real, or is this like a joke?
No, it's fake.
Oh,
shit.
Bummer. That would have been cool.
I was actually like kind of sweating it because I was like, oh shit, like I visited Robo's page that many times.
Bullshit. No, man, that's bullshit. It's all shit. You can't get that kind of data like analytics like that quickly, that easily. Like
I just wanted to make sure real quick because, you know, we got Lord Elon and some AI. So I figured, you know, maybe they spun something up, you know, little fun. But I was just checking, you know.
No. What it'll do, Bbandz, it will gauge like your interactions, like over a very short period of time. But that's not proper analytical data. That's a load of fucking shit. Like, I guarantee you, I know it is. Rama's like, I've never visited this page fucking once. What the fuck's going on? Rama's in the DMs fucking foaming over this right now.
Over what? The dog thing?
Oh, well, Rama's been like number 3, number 4, like on the list of like quite a few people, and Rama's like I've never fucking, like, I follow the cunt, but I've never even looked at their profile once. Notifications are off, like Rama's like. Oh my God, poor Rama, poor shoebox. He's like, what the fuck is this shit? He's been like 3 and 4 on everyone's list. AmanDAO, the man Rama's not been happy with this lately in the group chat. Because like we're rugging him, like he's following like plebs, like he's like number 3 or number 2 on like a pleb list. Like, dude, what you doing, Rama? Like, why you trolling these? We're being torturing him in the group chats.
I mean, I haven't not talked to him in probably a week. That's a long time.
Oh, he was It was the works party last night. RAC. Yeah, man, Rama's he's off the reservation for like the next fucking 48 hours. He's feeling a bit rough. I was like, Rama, do you want to do a space? Like, he's like, bro, I might be dead.
So hey, I'm gonna go. I got some guests over. I got a mom for a bit, just for a little bit, not much.
We know, darling. It's time to end. We know when it's time to end. Yes, we know. Hey, listen, I want you all to know, in all ears, mind, that I love you dearly. Like, you play such an important part in my life right now. Every single last little fucking one of you motherfuckers, like, you don't even realize, like, what you've done and how you've helped and how you continue to help. And for that, I do thank you. Mol, keep DJing, son. Keep DJ. Sound like DJing. DJing and Mol. Keep that RAC attitude that we've always had, Mol. Right? We're not going to let it go, bro, are we? We're going to keep being us, right?
Yeah, man. Thanks again, guys. Always fun to speak with you. Gonna go eat too. Small pizza coming in, so enjoy your day, guys. Love you.
We love you too.
Aww,
so much.
Guys.
And he's so cute, ladies. In your man, Mol's so cute, man. He's lovely, isn't he? You know something? If I had a secondary shoebox, Mol will be in that shoebox, but you know that I've only got one shoebox for one person, and you know who that is, right? And you know what he means to me. Nah. And Bbandz and AmanDAO and your woman Slinks mind, who's coming in, and I love a bit of Slinks me. I have to just pay like appreciation and pay dues to you two, especially because you've come in and you've just given us like this extra dimension that we fucking love. So thank you, ladies, man. And Merry Christmas to you fucking motherfuckers.
You filthy animal.
Well, we try, don't we? We try, aye. Anyway, people, listen. Rax has launched. You've seen the exploit, blah, blah, blah. We've all passed that point. We're moving on. So go and enjoy your family. Go and give your blessed people a kiss and a cuddle. Take care of yourselves, and I love you loads, right? Bye-bye, guys. Take care, Mol. Take care, Bbandz Jo.
Thanks again, guys. This honorary is so sick.
Oh, dude, it's unreal. Are we going on chain? Are we going on chain with the fin chain? Are we going on chain with this or what? Are we doing it?
Yeah, I think I gotta.
Dude, take care, mate, and Merry Christmas. I love you daily, right? All of you.
Thanks.
Yeah, watch what you're doing, guys. Take care, right? Tank, take care, mate. I've just seen you slip in, Tank. He's back. Bye-bye.
Have a good one, guys.
Thanks for checking out another episode of The Ether. That was part 2 of the 2-part RAC FM special epi, HuaHua Degen game, and Honorary Council drop. Congratulations, Mbadro. Mbabro. My Mbabro. You deserve it. You earned it. And it's been an honor watching you kill it with your dope art. Record on Saturday, December 17th, 2022. For TerraSpaces.org, I'm Finn. Thanks for listening. And if you want to keep listening, head on over to TerraSpaces.org/donate and show some support. Now with Spark IBC enabled. Rolling down the street in my 6'4". I never had a 6'4". A kid can wish though. I snapped the wishbone and grabbed a fistful. Chillin' with the dopey, this a weed is all I wish for. I'm feeling blissful. I got a missus. My ginger always down to ride no matter what the mission. I'm singing this song. Got a couple albums out. We do alright, but it ain't really shit to write home about. Like to feed the fishbowl. Keep my stories mystical. I like my beats boom bap and rap to be lyrical. I'm feeling cynical. Craving a little ritual. Save my place in line while I try to find a miracle. I keep looking, but never find nothing. We've been lied to, thinking this surprise under super secret lies. Motherfucker sneak inside, going dark. Now believe me when I say this shit is do or die. Going dark, now believe me when I say this shit is do or die. Going dark, now believe me when I say this shit is do or die. Through the trenches, trying to stay offensive. Trespassing here like this land looks expensive. Ain't no time like the present. Trying to stake a claim, just make sure your claim stays away from all these other claims. We're almost kinda running out of land here. Living in the day of the dead and it's damn weird. Same teams, y'all, we just trying to get a bite to eat. A little rest saved up, waiting for my time to sleep. Head down, middle fingers up, yo, I'm wide awake. Never hesitate to stay about 100 miles away. 7 time and space, while the wrecking ball the place. I expect you all to play, running marathons today. When the sick get sicker and the rich get richer, it might be about time to rearrange our dinner. Fix the system, the shit, it's all nixed. Waking up early, gonna suck today's. Time to suck today's dick, that's what I'm talking about. Going dark now, believe me when I say the shit is do or die. Suck today's dick, that's what I'm talking about. Going dark now, believe me when I say the shit is do or die.
Clark's a great guy, man. He's totally gonna take care of Angela, man. He's great. He's a wonderful lab partner, so it's gonna be cool. We'll keep an eye on her.
Why don't you go fuck yourself, you weird little prick?
I'm a teacher, okay? You can't talk to me like that, guy.
I'm not a student, so I can say whatever the fuck I want.
TerraSpaces.